Hi guys, day 19 of Vlogtober, and you know what that means. Short story 19. Let's get to it. The thick fog covered the moon, making the streets darker than they normally would be. Children dressed in a wide array of costumes ran from house to house in search of sweet treats, flashlights and glow sticks in hand, their laughter echoing in the streets. The streets came alive on Halloween night, but one house stood eerily still, a centuries-old mansion at the end of the winding lane. Inside, a centuries-old vampire named Draven peered through the dusty windows. The children parading past the mansion reminded him of a time long ago when he too was happy and carefree. The clock struck 8 when he decided that he wanted to experience the festivities for himself. He had never gotten the chance to experience Halloween. He put on his cape and headed outside. The cool breeze hit his cheeks, causing him to shiver. The smell of autumn ripe in the air. Draven loved it all. He walked down the streets trying to hide in the shadows. He admired the carving work on the jack-o'-lanterns, the candlelight flickering inside. He passed a group of kids dressed as witches and vampires, and one of the girls who was dressed as a vampire, no older than 7, noticed him and walked up to him. "Hey, sir, you're a vampire too, right?" she asked. "I guess you can say that," Draven said. "Do you want to play a game?" she asked. "A game?" "Spooky tag. It's like regular tag, but it's only played on Halloween." Draven looked at the smile on the little girl's face. "All right," he said. The little girl cheered and then ran down the street. Draven chased after her, her laughs echoing throughout the night sky. Draven's heart felt alive once more, being amongst the living. The night wound down. Houses began turning off their lights. Kids were heading home, their buckets full of candy. The little girl looked at Draven. "Thank you for playing with us, mister," she said. "Will I see you again?" "Maybe. Maybe next Halloween," he said. The girl smiled. "Now get home safe now, okay?" Draven said. Draven headed back to his mansion. He drew the blackout curtains, shutting out the living world once more. The isolation creeped in, breaking his heart. He had experienced the living world once more after centuries of isolation. He didn't want to be alone again. But a countdown to next Halloween began. Draven determined to step out amongst the living once more, embracing the laughter and the joy that he had lost. The end. So, this one kind of came about because I realized that I went like 18 days without really diving into vampires. I did one story, I can't remember when, about, the vampires, witches, ghosts, and werewolves. Like, what was the other one? But that was like minor, brief mentions of vampires. I never actually did a story about a vampire. So I figured, you know what? Let's put the vampires in the center of the story. We got a vampire. And yeah, I made it cutesy because why not? But yeah, anyways, let me know what you thought of the story and come back tomorrow for day 20 of Vlogtober. We're so close to the end, guys. So close to the end.